Hey everybody, welcome to SportsXcetera. I'm Chris, this is Andrew. We're down here on a gloomy Saturday morning at Gator Sports Pub filming this for you. We've got a great show coming up. We were down at Comic Expo this Thursday, checking some things out, got some footage. We'll show you a bit of that later. But first, big thing we wanted to cover is something near and dear to my heart, the CFL. This past Wednesday, there was a strike vote by the CFLPA, and it turned out to be a 97% in favor. Now what that means is the players can give 72 hours notice going forward to strike. So if the league doesn't come to the table and give them some good negotiations, a good deal, these guys are trying to just make a fair living. They don't make millions like every other sport. Like, I don't know what you feel on this, Andrew, but
you've pretty much said it all.
To me, it's important to me. I'm a diehard CFL fan. As you know, my Twitter handle is Stamps for Life. I also have some excellent emails like, Eskimos suck, Riders suck. So I love CFL football. I live for CFL football. Unlike most Canadians, football's the greatest sport in the world, not hockey, guys. Sorry, hate to burst your bubble.
I'm going to have to disagree on that, but we can agree to disagree.
Hey,
absolutely. For the Stamps, actually, I'm really looking forward to the upcoming season. Hopefully there is one, knock on wood. And really, I don't think that the CFL can afford to burn a season.
No, there's no way they can afford it. You look when the NHL had their strike, it set them back bad.
Yeah.
It was
about 3-4 years before they were really back, making the same kind of money, the same kind of revenue that they were getting. And, in the end, they got the salary cap that they wanted, but it really did have some short-term pain there.
It did, and the Canadian Football League is a smaller league. It's not able to handle that. So I think a deal will be done. Could there be a delay in the season? Possibly. I hope not, because, well, as I said when on Facebook, my Facebook feed, when the Flames lost in the playoffs, is it June yet? Can we get football going? Because I need something to smile about.
Absolutely. And you know what? Just the other day, actually, this is kind of funny. I was a little bit stoned, maybe a lot of bit stoned, and just on a whim, I decided to get a pair of Stampeders season tickets.
Well, good for you.
And they've got their first preseason game coming up May 31st. By the way, Tyler, I'm going to need that night off.
Way to tell the boss. Way to tell the boss.
I mean, he's right behind the camera here. So, but yeah, May 31st is the first preseason game. As long as everything does go according to this set schedule that they have going, I know that they're going to come to an agreement. I really hope it doesn't come to a strike situation. But, we'll keep tabs on it, and, we'll keep all of you informed as well.
I have to say, though, I'm really impressed with the Players Association's solidarity. They have got together as a unit. They've got their demands and what they want, and I really hope they get them, and it's good for both sides, league and players, because we need the CFL. And remember, Grey Cup's in Calgary this year.
Yep.
We need that Grey Cup here. We also were the defending Grey Cup champs, so
got a repeat. 2 in a row.
Win it at home.
3, 4, 5.
On the topic of football, south of the border this weekend, the NFL draft is going on. There's been some exciting things going on there.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little later on.
Some unexpected picks, definitely, but more details coming up. We're also going to talk about Toronto sports franchises. I know that I'm always knocking on the Leafs and everything, but, they do have the Raptors as well. They got the Jays. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Toronto sports franchises and how they're looking going forward right now.
Hey, it wouldn't be a Canadian sports show if we didn't talk about Toronto.
I guess so.
Coming up in a little while, we got some great footage from down at the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo.
Yeah.
It was a great time. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Get over the hump at Stetson Village Inn with Sing It Loud Wednesdays. Taz Entertainment takes karaoke to a whole new level with a huge selection of songs and the best sound in town. Enjoy amazing food and take advantage of daily drink specials to wash it all down. That's Sing It Loud Wednesdays at the Stetson Village Inn, Calgary.
Hey everybody, welcome back to SportsXcetera. As we mentioned, we are going to be discussing the NFL draft, which began on Thursday. Some surprise picks this time around.
Well, there's been some pretty interesting picks, especially the first overall pick. Kyler Murray got drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. The interesting thing to me about this is, last year with the 10th overall pick, Arizona picked Josh Rosen to be their quarterback of the future.
Right.
He had a rough rookie year, like many rookies do in the NFL, and their new coach is in love with Kyler Murray, so they picked him. in turn, Friday night, they dealt Rosen to Miami. I think this is the first time a top 10 quarterback has ever been traded in his second season. It was actually interesting. On his social media, he quickly unfollowed the Josh Rosen unfollowed the Arizona Cardinals the moment they drafted Kyler Murray.
Ooh.
And then, the moment he was traded, he photoshopped himself into a Dolphins jersey. I think Rosen is pretty pumped to play for Miami.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think he's definitely, he's maybe not got an axe to grind, but he's got that extra motivation to really, kind of prove Arizona wrong, show them, what they missed out on. Kind of with the Calgary Flames, with Martin St. Louis back in the day, we did have him on our team. Didn't do a whole lot in his first couple seasons, so he was dealt and then became a superstar with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
So it could be another scenario like that.
You never know. Like going back to Kyler Murray, he is a smaller quarterback, and he may make it in the NFL game, but we've seen so many first overall picks, high picks, that are a bust. And reason being, the college game to the NFL game is a huge jump. NFL doesn't rely on these running quarterbacks to get the yards. They are relying on a pocket passer. Look at Tom Brady. He stands in the pocket. He delivers. When you see Tom Brady run, I'm sure every New England Patriots fan out there, their hearts will stop because he's old and they're afraid that he's going to need a walker soon.
Absolutely. But, especially after getting beat up for being in the league for 12 years, something like that, even more.
He's been in the league since 2001, I do believe. So, he's going on 18 years in the league. Good on him to have an 18-year NFL career.
That's almost unheard of, yeah.
The average career is 3 to 4. But as I was saying, with the college game, in college, you've got, yes, great athletes, but every team is not made of superstars.
Right.
The NFL is the best of the best.
Absolutely.
So a third stringer in NFL is a starter in college.
Right.
It's a more in-depth game. Like I actually was lucky enough to talk to a friend from the States and saw a bit of an NFL offensive playbook. I think the Hebrew Bible might be easier to understand, and I don't speak Hebrew.
It's not written in Aramaic or anything like that.
It's really tough. There's so much detail, but as I've mentioned before, I coached football for 20 years.
Right.
And to me, it was just like, wow, what these guys learn and know by heart. It's amazing.
Just a whole nother level altogether.
But speaking of the draft as well, you're a Seahawks fan, and Friday night, news broke about Doug Baldwin having to retire due to injuries early.
That's right, yeah. Due to some concussions and whatnot. It's not set in stone, at least at this point while we're doing the filming. He may have to retire. He's actually informed the Seahawks that he is considering that. And, if he's got to, as a Seahawks fan, I'd be sorry to see him go and to leave the team. But you know what? He's got to do what's right for him, what's right for his health. And ultimately, if that means he has to hang up the cleats, then, it was a fantastic career. So.
Well, yeah, health does come first.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to lie, as a 49ers fan, them losing one of their biggest offensive weapons helps me.
Yeah,
but I don't
and the 49ers need all the help they can get.
Well, hey, yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to bounce back this year. You just watch.
Speaking of the 49ers, of course, they had the number 2 pick.
Yes, they did. We picked up Bosa from Ohio State. Great edge rusher. He's going to help on the defense, and maybe he'll be putting Russell Wilson on his back a few times this year. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe on the field, hopefully not off the field. That would be a real scandal, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Sierra wouldn't like that.
No, not
Russell's
at all.
wife? No, she wouldn't be a fan.
Let's talk a little bit about Toronto sports. As Calgarians, we do love to kind of rag on Toronto, but I'm not going to rag to start. I'm going to throw props out there. We've got the Toronto Raptors, who've made it to the second round of the NBA playoffs by beating Orlando in a 4-1 series. First time they've ever had a 5-game series win. They lost the first game of the series, and then they came back and just dominated.
Took 4 straight, absolutely.
I'm hoping they do the same thing against Philadelphia. Well, other than maybe losing the first game. It would be nice to see them sweep Philadelphia. I don't think it's going to happen. The 76ers have a great team. They're young, but they're not there yet. Toronto made the smart move this offseason picking up Kawhi Leonard. He's a phenomenal superstar. He's leading that team. Hey, maybe the Raptors stand a chance to do something. At least make it to the finals, because if any of you out there follow NBA, it's going to be hard to beat Golden State. They're a stacked team. But on not as good a note, Blue Jays. They're having a rough year, but Vladdy Guerrero Jr. did come up for his first game, and he looked pretty good. He's one of the biggest prospects in Major League Baseball. His dad played for the Expos. Not saying that does anything to make him a good player, but he's a great player. And this
for sure, he's one of the top prospects, and I think he's definitely got a great future ahead of him in the MLB.
One player can't make a team, though.
Exactly. You know what? I mean, they need depth, and they just don't have it. They're definitely in a rebuilding state right now, and this isn't me knocking them. It's just kind of a reality. I think the Blue Jays are going to be at least 3 to 4 seasons away from being a contender again, and fighting for a playoff spot, which of course is really tough to get in the MLB. You have to be pretty much top of your division unless you're a wild card.
Yeah, they play, and they play 162 games in a season, and those guys. I know baseball's not a sport where you put your body on the line as much as you do hockey, football, and the sports where you're banging heads.
Yeah.
But they are putting their body on the line for our entertainment. I know. The Blue Jays are my second favorite team, but most people get mad when I tell them I cheer for the evil empire. Go Yankees!
I like the Yankees too. I like the Mariners too.
You seem to have a Seattle theme.
Well, yeah, I've got an aunt and a couple cousins that live in the Seattle area, so that's kind of how I started cheering for them. It wasn't a bandwagon thing, jumping on the Seahawks bandwagon when they got good, but yeah, Mariners fan. But I like the Yankees too, and the Blue Jays are all right. I'll give it that for a Toronto team. The Blue Jays are all right.
But hey, at least they're not the Leafs.
Yes.
The Leafs choked it away again in the playoffs, just like every Canadian team. We really haven't touched base on that, and how heartbreaking is it that our Flames choked it, then the Jets, then the Leafs. As I said, the Flames made it to 5 games.
Yep.
The Jets made it to 6.
Yep.
The Leafs made it to 7.
But
so
how
I guess
sweet
if we
was
would
that
have had
in Game 7,
no,
though?
But I guess if we would have had a 4th Canadian team, they might have made the second round.
Maybe.
I know you enjoy making fun of the Leafs, so I'll let you have your moment here. Go.
So how sweet was that when they were down 4-1, and then there was that empty netter with less than a second left to make it 5-1? Just that extra little bit of salt to rub in that wound. Felt good.
We do love you, Toronto fans, but Andrew just doesn't like the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, Toronto fans, Toronto, residents of Toronto, absolutely. But the Maple Leafs. So coming up, as we mentioned, we are going to be showing you the footage that we got at the Comic Expo, the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo. We did some interviews with some of the cosplayers, grabbed some great footage. A lot of fun down there. It was really a great time. I think you had some fun too.
Yeah, but first, the rant.
Check it out.
Hey everybody, this is the rant. Do you know what bugs me? Actually, it really ticks me off. Is domestic violence by professional athletes or anybody. You're seeing out in the NFL right now, Tyreek Hill from the Kansas City Chiefs is under investigation for hitting his girlfriend and his child. That's not acceptable. I don't care who you are. You don't hit a kid. You don't hit your spouse. There's ways to solve things without violence. It's weird that you don't see this in some of the other leagues like the NHL, Major League Baseball, NBA as much. What's going on with these NFL athletes? We've seen way too many domestic violence incidents. They need to clean up their act. This is from a diehard football fan. Come on, guys. You're better than this.
Kick off your weekend early at Red Crown's Pub with karaoke Thursday nights. Once you're all warmed up, come back Friday night for Name That Task Track, Name That Tune with a Twist. Win great prizes from local sponsors, including a $25 gift certificate for Red Crown's Pub. Taz Entertainment at Red Crown's Pub. We'll see you there.
Welcome back to SportsXcetera. As we said, on Thursday night we went down to the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo down at the Stampede Park.
Yeah.
It was a great time. We got to talk to a few people, see a lot of cool stuff, and we got some footage for you. It's coming up next.
All right, check it out.
We're on the train. Everyone's very quiet.
Hey
Hey guys, it is the SportsXcetera crew. So we are in our gear and we're heading to the Calgary Comic Expo, and it's going to be a really good time. We're going to check out who's there, some of the cool costumes. Some of them, I imagine most of them will be better than mine, but how many of them will be better than our man Chris's over here? I mean, this guy, he's fully decked out. He's a LARPer. And those of you who are into the live action role play scene, you'll know all about that. So we're going to head on over and check it out. So hopefully you can follow along on our ride. And we look forward to showing you everything that's going on over there.
We'll see you there.
See you there.
Which Transformer are you?
Have there ever been any issues with people trying to sneak stuff in?
Hey, SportsXcetera fans. We're just down here at Expo. I've got Donnie here and Emily. Just asking them, so why cosplay?
Cosplay is a great way to express yourself and, give a chance to maybe step into a character you wouldn't get an opportunity to do otherwise.
I just think it's fun. It's playing dress up, and that's honestly something I enjoy.
All right, so got some important questions for you guys.
Okay.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel, obviously.
Marvel.
Well, yeah, that's an easy answer.
Easy.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
It's Superman every single time.
Oh, we got a fight here.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're used to it.
And seeing how you guys you like Superman, who is the strongest superhero?
Strongest superhero is quite a nebulous question. But I think in terms of raw power, it's either Superman or the Hulk, depending on who's writing him.
I don't know, with a snap of my finger.
He's not a
But
he's not
still,
a superhero.
He's a villain.
He's a villain. He's a villain.
But still, he wiped out half the universe with the snap of his
That
finger.
is true. That is strength.
Speaking of which, Avengers Endgame came out this weekend. I can't wait to check it out. We might do a review on that.
Check it out. I found the Ninja Turtles. Joker, Batman. These are actually like authentic jerseys.
Pretty awesome.
That's awesome. There's a Superman jersey. The Flash. Those are awesome. We've seen some really cool stuff here, guys. I got to tell you, if you have time to check out Comic Expo, I think you should. Guys, this has been a lot of fun over here. We're actually just taking a break right now. We were at the exhibit center over at the Big Four. Whole bunch of really cool artwork and stuff like that, as I'm sure you've seen. And now we're gonna head over to where the big show is, over at the actual BMO Center, and we're gonna check that out. So
See if we can get some cosplayers to tell us why they cosplay.
that's right.
I know I do it because I'm a nerd and I love it.
Hey guys, we're coming at you from the Expo, and make sure you check out SportsXcetera on Sunday for all the footage, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right, SportsXcetera fans, Chris here at the Alberta Alliance live action roleplay booth down here at Expo. As Tyler said earlier, I'm a member of this group. I am a nerd, but I love it. So, why LARP?
LARP is it's lots of fun. You get to go out, you get to be nerdy, you get to work off some, stress of like life and everyday existence. Hang out with people, make new friends. People, like everyone who goes out, like they're into the same things that you are. No matter what, we're going to geek out about it with you. And it's just fun to get it with a group of people who's like-minded and to do something that's a little bit physical once in a while to break up your normal routine.
I 100% agree with you. For me, LARPing has kind of become like an extended family, not just friends. We're there to back each other up. We do beat each other up in game, and we make fun of each other. We have fun, but all in all, it's a great time. And as you can see, we've got the Alliance Alberta LARP, which is a medieval high fantasy roleplay. As well, the saga continues for all you Star Wars fans out there. Yes, there is a Star Wars LARP in Alberta. Check it out.
All right, so we found this awesome old video game place. Check it out. Mortal Kombat, and Andrew broke it. Oh, looks like it's actually reloading. We were playing the game.
They got a picture of me here, too. You see that single guy with the big titties? That's me.
How great is that? Guys, this by far is my most exciting thing so far. Check it out. It's the old Ninja Turtle arcade game. I haven't played this since I was in like elementary school. So Spider-Man, why do you like coming to the Calgary Comic Expo?
Because it's the best place to, like, ever. You can be whatever you want to be. You don't get judged.
Right. How long have you been coming to events like this?
This is only my second year, but it's already going great. I'm having so much fun. So many people want pictures and videos with me, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here.
Thanks. That was cool. Any last words for the people of the internet world?
Be yourself. Don't let other people tell you who you are. If you want to come here and dress up, be what you want to be, you do it.
Thanks, bud. That's awesome. All right, guys, we're filing out of the BMO Center. That was fun, and we bought some stuff.
Bought some shit too.
But it was a good time. It was a good time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed checking that out, learning about what's going on over at the Comic Expo, and see you next time.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got Tyler. He joined us, of course, down there at the Calgary Expo. He was with us. How did you enjoy it? That was your first time down there, wasn't it?
That was my first time ever going to the Calgary Comic Expo. I liked it. It was a little bit different than I thought it would be.
Okay.
I thought there would be more in the way of activity exhibits or I don't know what I expected. I mean, obviously, yes, there's a lot of trade show-esque type stuff. It's an exhibition, so a lot of artist exhibits, a lot of different sculptures, all kinds of really cool stuff. Pokemon cards, those pop characters that are everywhere for some reason. I don't understand.
They're really popular.
They are.
Maybe that's why they call them pop.
That's probably
They're popular. Yeah.
So lots of really cool stuff like that. Some of the artwork and things were amazing. Some of the costumes were amazing. Absolutely. Maybe because we were there on Thursday, there weren't quite as many costumes as I would have thought. I was impressed with Chris's costume. Very disappointed in yours.
Very disappointed in mine?
In your costume. I felt like
the purple prick?
I feel like you could have tried a lot harder.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I had a meeting with my boss's boss earlier that day at work, so I was wearing my tie.
Even I pulled up managed to get a Ninja Turtle costume together, and I found, while I was touring around, I found April O'Neil.
That's right.
Check it out. We got the picture right here, and there it is. Me as a Ninja Turtle with April O'Neil at the Calgary Comic Expo. So, thank goodness for that.
She really helped you to come out of your shell.
Well, I didn't have a shell, unfortunately. It was just a green suit. But my son has one of those Ninja Turtle things. I did try to wear that. It was too small.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it would have been pretty fun to have that little plastic shell on it.
Yeah, it was a good time. For me, it was a little bit of a different experience. As most of you probably don't know, I used to actually work with the Expo.
Yeah.
I used to run the prop and compliance team, so I was the one that people would come in costume with their weapons, and I'd inspect them and say, yeah, no, you're not bringing that into the show because various reasons.
Right.
We had some pretty interesting stuff show up. I know one year when I was in Edmonton, we had a jar of yellow liquid.
Ooh.
That someone brought. We
didn't. Was it a hollandaise sauce?
I don't know. We didn't dare open the jar. We just kind of we put it in the back little storage area we had, and it was like
somebody deal with this.
Yeah. We also had someone
Might have
who
been pisky in the jar.
tried to make a fake. They tried to make a fake blowtorch out of a propane tank. And it's like, yeah, you're not bringing that.
Like they brought, like with an actual propane tank.
It was an actual
trying to
propane
walk
tank.
it in the doors of the.
Yeah, and so we're like, yeah, you're not bringing compressed gas into the building. I don't think that.
Who even like thinks that they could, right? Who shows up with their propane tank and like, yeah, I'm here for.
Well, and I don't know, like. I will give the Expo
Although
credit.
you were wearing a suit of armor, so what do I know, right?
Well, yeah,
but it's not explosive.
It was cool. And because we check out this, I got another cool picture of Chris, and this was taken on the train. And I love this one. He's got the axe. It like divides his face right down the middle. I think that's one of my favorite pictures of Chris. You should make that your social media profile picture.
I don't know. I like I'm in the armor as my social media picture as it is.
Yeah.
Doing more of a battle cry, which is fun.
Yeah.
As you guys know, I do partake in live action role play.
You wouldn't know it just because he's a sports nerd. It turns out he's actually also a nerd.
I'm a nerd. It was. I love the Expo. I might be heading down there this afternoon once we're done here. I don't have a ticket, but I might go hang out outside, even though it's kind of crappy weather. I got a lot of friends down there that cosplay, and it's nice to see them.
They've got some cool stuff. That Seriously Cereal truck that I found. That was very cool. Really cool. We've got some pictures from that as well. I actually bought it. So funny because I had just been talking to my kids about Fruity Pebbles, like, I don't know,
a few days before.
Yeah, or like a week or something beforehand. My wife and I were talking about, Sydney, love you if you're watching, and we were talking to the kids about Fruity Pebbles and old cereals that we had when we were kids, and then lo and behold, I'm walking at the Comic Expo, and there's a food truck called Seriously Cereal, and they had Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles and
Sour Patch Kids.
Blueberry. You don't find Blueberry here.
They had Oreo O's. They had a Pop-Tart cereal. Really, really cool. So
Cinnamon Toast Crunch churros.
I bought some of those ones. I have not tried any of these yet. I've been waiting for the right day. We're going to pull them out with the whole family and have some fun with some old cereals or unique cereals. So I'm excited. Apparently it's its first year. So you guys can keep your eye open. There's a little free plug to our 63 subscribers and counting on SportsXcetera. Something like that.
Let's keep it going.
We're shooting for 100. We want 100 subscribers so we can update our domain name to say youtube.com/SportsXcetera. We need to secure that domain. So help us out there, guys. Share with your friends, especially if you're enjoying the stuff that we're putting out there for you. And hopefully you really enjoyed what we saw at the Expo. If you didn't make it down this weekend, put it on your calendar for next year because it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. They do a great job down at Stampede Park. They bring in some great celebrities. I know this year they had the cast of Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Last year they were going to bring in the full cast. Michael J. Fox unfortunately was not able to make it last year. And from what I've heard, he felt really bad about it. So he made sure to get down there this year. They did a panel last night, and actually him, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Tom Wilson, they're all appearing for the rest of the weekend. So if you do happen to see this on the Sunday, if it's early in the morning, around 11 a.m., don't know what time it's going to be posted, but
it all
they are
depends.
going until 5. So.
We promised the episode on Sunday, guys. We try to get it out as early as possible. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. It really depends on the episode and how much... Obviously, we're shifting in and out of focus right now because of our advanced technology. You know what, guys? We do the best we can to get this out to you as early as possible every single Sunday. If you ever need an update or you're wondering what's going on, make sure you follow us, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at SportsXcetera. You can see, what's going on in not just the world of sports, but just kind of the fun stuff that we have going on around the city as we record our Xcetera segments and other things like that for you. And I'm glad that I got to go to Comic Expo for this. And I'm looking forward to next week. I'm pretty sure we're going to do Beer Fest.
Yeah, I think that's what we've got on tap.
Oh!
Excellent pun. We had a great time at Calgary Expo. Got this awesome Transformers t-shirt too. Nice. Beer Fest coming up next week, and that's also down at Stampede Park. So we're going to check that out, and if you're interested, perhaps we'll see you down there. Right. If you're down there and
drop us a line.
See us, come say hi, and maybe we'll even put you on the show.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay, now I'm stealing your thunder.
Thanks a lot for tuning in. Sorry, I kind of just, I don't know, I saw that the snow's starting to come down outside, and I was like,
there it is.
Well,
the weather's just really flaky this weekend.
Oh, haha, Mr. Pun.
But on a serious note, thanks so much for watching. We certainly do appreciate our viewership that we have. Make sure to check out the TazEntertainment.com website for our entire weekly show calendar. Coming out to our shows.
Something to cheer you up if the weather does stay cold. You'll find something there. Our blog is on there. Lots of fun stuff. So
definitely.
TazEntertainment.com.
And if you haven't had a chance to already, smash that subscribe button. We're looking for our first 100 subscribers. We'd love to hit that milestone. So smash that subscribe button, share it with your friends. And, we really love putting this content together for you guys. We hope you enjoy it.
Don't forget, to our subscribers, we're giving away that limited edition Jerome McGinley retirement t-shirt.
That's right.
So that's another reason to subscribe, folks.
Subscribe, and you got to comment, right? Comment, and then at the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs, we will be, from all of our subscribers who have commented on one of our videos, they will get into the draw. someone's going to win, and we're collecting those names. So head on over to YouTube, and if you haven't already commented, subscribed, and do that.
Yeah.
Have a great
absolutely.
week, everybody.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
We'll see you next time.